Well, it's that time. That time is third instalment. So, the third instalment or third element for my force is going to be a unit of butchers. Butchers are huge, hulky creatures. They've got tentacles, they've got weapons, and they're bigger than the average scarecrow. So, that's what I want in my army. So, I've gone for a regiment, and as you can see, I've multi-based them as well. And yeah, I hope you like them. So the next element will be a horror. This is a character, and hopefully you'll like it. So watch out and see what I can do with the model.
Okay, hi, it's David here from Wargaming Old Guys. Now, my third element, I neglected to mention in my last video, is my mutant rat fiend. Now, in my force, I needed a hammer, really something hard hitting in such a small points game. That's a titan for me. So it was relatively cheap, only 220 points. It can basically charge through anything. It's got enough attacks to basically level anything in the points level we're looking at, and it's a real pain to get off the field because it's got regen. So that's why I've chosen it. I've done what I class as a basic paint scheme for it, which is basically just doing the base colours, using a strong tone, and then highlighting the areas that I want to highlight, and it comes out a reasonable tabletop standard quite quickly. So that's my third element. Now my fourth element is going to be another unit of nightmares.
Colin Wall back again. For my third element, I've chosen my Phoenix. I've chosen Phoenix because I love all fantasy creatures. Phoenix is one of my favourite ones. I've gone a bit different with this one. I've used some colour shift paints on the feathers to give the idea of magical feathers that all the clans and tribes of Vanador go after, because they have this magical essence about them that everybody wants. The rest of the model, I've gone with my blue flames. So blue's my favourite colour, and I think the flames in blue work a treat on this model. Basing wise, just outer skirts of forest I've gone with. So the basing's pretty basic. I do have to say that the Phoenix is one of my favourite models to this game format. My fourth element will be my regiment of Unblooded.
Here we are again. I have here my third element of my halfling force. These are known as spear spikes. They are one of the most popular halfling weapons to use because it's basically a stick with a point at the end. You don't really need much training for it, and as the halfling armies are mainly a militia type force, the easiest thing to use in a large unit generally is a pointy stick. These are great against cavalry, the break thunderous charge, so it's going to be really useful, seeing as I'm going to be facing a lot of cavalry. Painting wise, again, I've used speed paints, keeping the red and yellow colour scheme, the basing again with the sandy scrub, and I've threw a couple of extra tufts on there just to make it a little bit more wild looking. The next element I'm going to be doing is going to be another unit of riflemen. So that's going to double up the fun for everyone who's going to be facing me.
Hi everybody, it's John the Ogre Guy back again with the third element from the Ogre force I've been working on. As promised, I'm sticking with my core units, the basic stuff that's going to be required to unlock the various characters and more elite stuff. We have here another unit of ogres, it's another regiment, still 3 guys. As you can see, I've stuck with the same basic paint scheme, this kind of off-white pale blue that I've managed to pull off with that wash I was talking about last time. It's another group with shields. I decided to get this one to look a little bit, I guess, fightier than the last one. The last one kind of looks like they're moving forward. These guys look like they're actually engaging with the central character, which in central model, which in Kings of War would be kind of the leader, even though they don't really have stats for him. Yeah, sort of rearing back, ready to go. A little more information about the unit this time. These guys are defense 5 with the shields, makes them pretty hard to get to chew through. They hit like a truck with crushing strength 1 and hitting on base of 3s. The basing, I'm still sticking with sort of the basic mixed green flock with a little bit of rocks, a little foliage, you know, sort of get these kind of a basing for all seasons. And that's pretty much it for this group. The next element, I'm going to break from working on my core stuff to actually try out a character. It's going to be an Ogre Warlock. I'm very much looking forward to getting cracking on this model. The photos I've seen on my website look absolutely gorgeous, so kind of looking forward to giving my own take on it.
Hey guys, so my third element, I've gone with the Sandborn Worm Riders. These are a brand new release kit from Mantic. Absolutely gorgeous models. They really keep the theme of the army with being mounted, whilst also breaking up the same kind of units over and over again with the same horses. I have used a lot of speed paints to get these done, mainly for the cloth on the worms and the outfits on the riders, whilst using inks and gold for the rest of it. They're based, as the rest of my army is, with a wasteland sand kind of theme. And honestly, I can't wait to get these on the field. I'm really happy with these, and they're one of my favourite units in the army. So, my fourth element is going to be a catapult. It's a really needed long-fire artillery unit to back up the mounted units and provide just long-range cover to pick off the more annoying units. I'm looking forward to doing that next time.